site, and everyone on the bus jumped, including these 3 girls we had been hanging out with. They jumped. I was like, great. If the girls jumped and I don't jump, I might as well be dead anyhow.
So you
So
went?
I jumped. Yeah, I jumped. It was really scary, shockingly enough.
Yeah.
I,
How did you react? You didn't pass out. You didn't like.
Nah, it's over really fast. I mean, basically, here's how it goes. You go out to like the bridge, and like you're on the bridge, and like they're like, you got it, you have to walk out on this little plank. So that walk is really scary, and it's wrapped around your ankles, and they're like jump, and you're like, I don't want to, but you can't really even like say too much. You know, like if you survive this, people are gonna make fun of you for your for like being a bitch about it. So you're like, I might as well just die. So like, I jump. Some people dive. I jump feet first, and you just start falling, and it's just like this weird feeling because you fall for a little while, but then like the cord kind of. But you're not even like it's once you've jumped, you're no longer scared. I was scared in my mind before I was gonna jump.
Well,
but then
you're
like,
no longer scared while you're free falling,
no, because you're like, I wonder what's gonna happen next.
and there's no pee involved at this point.
No, because there's nothing to be like. It's over really, also really, really fast because it's like you fall. I mean, you fall really fast. So like you start falling, and before you really even realize it, suddenly the cord starts kicking in, and you feel the cord. And once you feel the cord, you're like, oh, I guess I'm gonna survive. It was super scary. I don't think I'd ever do this again. But it was once you kind of feel the cord, you're like not. Once you've left the platform, you're not scared.
I don't believe that for a second.
No, it's totally because leaving the platform is scary as hell. But once you've jumped, you're like, I wonder what's gonna happen next. You're like, this is a new. I guess I'll see what heaven's like or hell's like.
Yeah, I don't think that would be my reaction.
I've done skydiving also. Skydiving, again, once you leave the plane, it's not as scary.
You're not worried that the parachute isn't going to open or.
I did that tandem, and my theory was the guy like attached to me has jumped thousands of times, so he's probably not going to die. If I did it myself, I would be more concerned.
It only takes once to not work.
That's true. You never beat the guy that's like, oh, it happened once or twice, it hasn't worked, but now I'm good. But you fall for like a minute, which is crazy. Like think about anything you do for like a minute, and then think about the idea of actually falling for a minute. It was like the coolest feeling. And like I was when I did it, there was a big cloud covering, and you just get closer and closer to the cloud covering. I'm like, I wonder what's gonna happen when we get through the cloud covering. And then as we go through it, the guy pulled the cord, and I wasn't scared again until we were up like floating with the parachute. Then I was like, I kind of want to get down already. But the free fall again, you're like, it's just a weird feeling. You're no longer really scared because you know what that you're like. I guess I'm gonna find out what's gonna happen. I would have been more scared if the ground was getting a lot closer, but you're so far, you're so high up at that point.
I just figured me just peeing and pooing all the way down.
No, not really. You really would be. You'd only be scared when you were trying to leave. Like the plane, also like I went up in this group of like there's like maybe 18 people packed in this small little like plane, this like area of a plane, and I'm in the back. And I'm thinking like it'll probably be a little while before we leave. Once we get up there, it'll probably be a little while before I jump. They open the door. Everyone's out of the plane within like 20 seconds. Because they don't want you to even think about it. It's like boom, 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 and it's like they go to the edge, put your hands across your shoulders, 1, 2, 3, and you're gone.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's not for me.
And and the one thing they tell you is to stick your chest and your arms out. That way you'll fall like chest first, or else you're gonna like start like flipping. And you start flipping initially, and you remember to stick your chest out right away. So you just end up falling. It's a really I would never do any things again, but it was a really cool experience.
Cool. I mean, I'll take your word for it because I will never do that.
It's a kind of a dumb thing to do, and if my son never wants to do it, I will tell him no, and then I will hit him until he gets the idea out of his head.
Yeah, everyone is always like, "Oh, you should do it." You know, it's like a 99.9% survival rate, and I'm like. Staying on the ground has a 100% survival rate, so I'm going to stick with that. You know what? I tell you what. I will sit on the ground, and I will have a cake for you when you land. But I'm cool. Totally fine with not doing that.
The best was after I did bungee jumping. I guess so in the same like town we were in, they had the world's like highest bungee jump site. And my buddy's like, wouldn't it be cool if we then did the world's highest bungee jump site? And I'm like, what's the difference? We jumped, we survived. let's not press our luck here.
We could test fate even more.
Yeah, I'm like it'll be even manlier. Jump without the cord. So I was like, I talked my friends out of it. I was like, this like we don't need to do it. We proved ourselves.
Yeah.